Hello,
Hey, what's
hello,
up,
hello.
everybody? Sorry if my mic sounds crap. I have it on this. I'm just gonna be hanging out while Tor's working on the box turtle. Tor, can you pull me out for a sec? I got a helper here working on random shop tasks, so I'll be back.
And he's gone.
See ya.
Hey, Dean.
Didn't even let him finish his
Oh,
sentence.
no.
Booted his ass right out.
Derek. I thought this was a Tor live stream. It is a Tor live stream.
It is.
I have my. This has been very hard not to play with. While sitting behind me for the past couple days, I've been very excited about it. It's time to dethrone Bamboo. Between this and what is it, the VVD from Big Tree Tech, I'm kind of excited for the next couple months for everything that's coming out.
The VVD, that's their.
That is Big Tree Tech's like ready to go solution, whereas this is more like a Voron kit solution.
Right.
The VVD is pretty much an AMS that you can plug into any Klipper machine.
Whatever happened to Creality having their kit?
They are coming out with kits for
The K1
the
series.
K1 series, and I think the Ender 3 V3.
Yeah, the Plus or Pro or whatever.
Can you
It's like
45 streams? Thanks for being a member for 45 months, dude. And I will see you there. I will be there this year as well. 45
yes,
streams.
I will be too.
No. I will probably get this done in 3 to 5 streams, I'm guessing. I saw that it took Steve Builds 5 hours to get ways in. Ooh. And I was like, oh, this might take a while. Hey, 3D Medic. But I got my my fancy LDO Motors documents.
That is super cool.
Right? They went all out fanciness for that. I didn't even get that in my LDO kit. They might have it in the more recent ones. Then I got the 2 Tridents behind me. So this is actually going to be being installed on my 350 Trident that's behind me. I was thinking about doing it on the 250 or the 300. I was like, I gotta have a purge tower. I gotta have this. I gotta have that. I have to. I'm adding a wiper. Where is it? There we go. Got my armor turtle and box turtle stickers. Those are cute.
Oh, cool.
I actually have a little keychain as well.
I never did make my keychain. When I got my Voron kit, they give you the parts to make the little keychain. I did make that.
Well, these kits, I'm actually super happy. They come with the parts for a filament cutter. So I got this printed out, and then it's a stealth burner for ultra high flow, but it actually has a built-in filament cutter, which is going to be pretty slick. So it's going to be a full bamboo replacement.
So what operates the filament? The filament
There's
cutter?
a little. There's going to be a macro where it goes over to a screw on the side, and it's just like the K1 or the the K1 or the bamboos, where it just hits the lever on the side to cut it.
Okay. Yep. I see what you're saying.
And this kit comes with, is this it? Yeah, the Filamentrex cutter. So it has blades and everything already set up in there. Springs for it. I believe this actually has a tool head sensor as well. I don't know if the sensor is in here or not, but it has its own filament sensor in the tool head. Trigger that. We have our 2209s. Actually, gonna move this. A wild Tyler. Why do I feel like Tor's voice is twice as deep as normal? It's because I'm using a new lavalier mic. I got a wireless one that was recommended by Tom.
It sounds great,
Right? I'm super happy with it.
especially for the price.
Yeah, for $60.
Yeah.
So this is the AFC light board. Has all the inputs you'll ever need, at least for the four tool system. That out of the way. What I want to get done tonight, at the very least, is a PETG, 2 different PTFE tubes, buffer and hard mounts. I won't need those. Hardware for wheels. Ew. Well, I'm not going to have that.
But didn't you get some sort of upgrade?
Hey, Scott. Yes, I got, those are right here. So instead of TPU printed wheels and feet, you get actual rubber ones that should last a bit longer and have a bit more grip. Put those out of the way. Got the steppers here. I will need these. And I'm pretty sure all these are specific lengths. Nice LDO pancake steppers. I will need these tonight.
They make such great stuff.
I did get the Air Force to pay for your ticket. I mean, if they will, that would be nice. Jumper cable, prep 1, load 1, the hub, all the pre-crimp wiring, main kit. I don't need this. I won't need that. Won't need that. At least not tonight. I won't need either of those. So I'm gonna put hot end setup back in the box. Can you still get this kit? Batch 1, from what I've heard and what I've seen on all the resellers right now, batch 1 is essentially all sold out. I think
I
Tim
can't
wants
remember
to
if it
go back.
was Fabrico or KB3D, but they're already
Hey,
sold out
I'm
of
back.
batch 2.
Yeah,
I'm back.
West 3D, Fabrico, KB 3D, pretty much everybody who has kits for these is sold out.
I don't get how they can't keep this stuff in stock. Like they could basically be printing money. Like just from a business standpoint. Like, come on, man.
Well,
It's wild to me.
it's the LDO Voron kits are always pre-order and then sold out.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I get that they don't want to overmake them just in case something happens. Well, even you
Yeah.
don't like to do a lot of these kit things just because they change so often, get updated, and then people are left with older stock. So I think they're doing the same thing. Whereas
Well,
they don't want to,
the. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, where they don't want to make a bunch of kits. Voron or whoever comes out with a new
Like
version,
revision.
and half their kit has to be replaced or upgraded
Yeah, I
or just
get
used
it,
as parts.
but like also at the same time, like you could also just be selling a certain revision or whatnot. I mean, it's like a hard line to walk. I mean, one of the reasons it took us so long to do the Mercury One stuff is because they were constantly changing stuff, and when we finally got it, they were pretty steady. So
Documentation wasn't done for them,
yeah,
and a lot of things.
yeah, it's kind of a tough spot to be in, but
Ooh,
that is also the nature of this market, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah.
I mean, like when we finally get our machine ready to go, I'm gonna make sure that we actually have a ton of stuff ready to go and actually be able to deliver on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just from a business standpoint, you want to move your stuff as quick as possible. Like if you have a product that works, like you can always make revisions to it. And then also just from a business standpoint, that also opens up opportunities for new sales too. Because like let's say let's say you have a product that works, but then you make an upgrade that makes it even better, then you can sell an upgrade kit for it. I mean, Prusa does it all the time.
Yeah, no shit.
And that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like it's like that model does work. It allows you to get the products out the door instead of having to sit on everything for ages. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How does the LDO box turtle compare to the 3D chameleon for adapting to any 3D printer?
Uh,
Um,
it's
it
it's
it's
Clipper
CAN bus,
only.
or yeah, it's Klipper only, but it's CAN bus or USB. When you have it set up in USB, it's just another MCU to add to Klipper.
Yep.
So it's super fast to get set up, and it's just a
I
plug-in to
haven't
get going.
I haven't messed with the Chameleon. Their new system, I think, is a lot better. Their old one was super janky, like blowing out stepper drivers on some boards janky. But I think their new one is more
Yeah, from what I've
integrated.
seen, their newer ones.
Yeah, their old one, like we straight up said, if you used that with our product and it killed a driver, we weren't doing it because they literally were just hot plugging drivers essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not good. I don't know how their new stuff is, so I can't really speak to it. But
Well, he went open
I
source, and
don't
I
see.
think he's going on to other projects. It's like at a point where he's kind of done with
Oh,
it.
he's just done with it. Yeah. Well, and I don't
Uh,
see many people talking about it either. Like that's the other thing too is like if it's a project that's good, you'll typically see a lot of people talking about it. You'll see it showing up in YouTube videos, that kind of stuff. But
I think he was at Smurf, not yeah, Smurf,
Schmurf?
Sanjay Mortimer in England. He had that kit there. Got the nano coated gears for everything.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure these are Rune Ice.
Yeah, Runice makes a lot of people's stuff. We actually just got contacted by them. They make good stuff. We've had stuff made for us by Runice.
Oh yeah.
Like the bamboo coated gears, those are made by Runice.
If you see RNC nano coated gears on
That's Runice.
AliExpress, it's almost always Runice who makes them.
Well, on AliExpress, I don't know. People might just be using that, but I can tell you for sure our nano coated stuff comes from Runice. I can't comment about random AliExpress stuff because they'll just put whatever in the listing to make the sale.
Well, especially if you're going to like Triangle Labs or something like that, it's most likely going to be.
Yeah. Triangle
Runice.
Triangle Labs uses Runice. Yeah, no, they're fine, but yeah, like random, if it's not a known vendor, it could be a crapshoot. It could be Runice, but it also could just be somebody using that in the sales materials to try to get sales. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just they're using, just
The
key
keyword.
terms. Yeah, keywords. Thank you.
Yeah, but they're also misrepresenting the product as well too.
Oh, for sure.
So if it's not it,
Okay, so
yeah,
reputable AliExpress.
AliExpress can be a crapshoot. You can either get stuff that's really good, or you can get stuff that's just really bad.
And to power up the iron, starting out with heat sets for everything. So I had to make 4 of these. Even Chameleon Mark IV is okay. Had a ton of issues, but I'm happy it's open source now. Yeah, with it being open source, a lot more people can contribute. And
by contribute, you mean fix the issues with the product?
Yeah.
Damn, Tim.
Well, everybody has.
I'm just saying that's what people say. It's like, fix the issues with the product.
You're the angry old man tonight.
I'm not trying to be mean, but that's essentially what it is. Like if it's not working well, and contribute, like, yeah, let's contribute to make a product that works correctly. So, and I don't know how their stuff is. I'm looking here. I'm gonna look up their new stuff. Honestly, I'd rather have the box system versus what they have. Yeah, it's not for sale, but you can build your own. So they just open sourced it. Yeah, and they have to have G-code generator. Yeah, it's. I get what they're doing with it, but it seems like it's still kind of hacky. Like it's not easy to use. I think that's one of the reason why it didn't take off very much.
Even with this setup, you have to.
Oh, there's a lot of assembly.
There's a lot of assembly. You have to install like a custom script. And then
but he has like where you have to run a G-code file on the run like a G-code file on his website to like process your existing G-code. You might be able to automate it a little bit, but yeah, it needs better documentation.
All right. Okay, I gotta say, from all these builds, this is my by far favorite online guide.
Yeah,
having a CAD file that you can just the 3D CAD file that you can just scroll around. It's like, okay, zoom in. I need 2 right here. Instead of just random arrows pointing to the side, it's like, yeah, you need them over here. And then it's like covered by something else.
I'm getting ready to start up a print on our K2 Plus here. This printer's been great for batching a bunch of ABS jobs. I'm honestly thinking about picking up a second one without the CFS just for bulk single color production.
Scott says he has a 3D Chameleon Sport half written to work like other MMU in Marlin. Oh, nice.
Tor, I do want to show. I don't know if you want to spotlight me really quick, but we just got these in. You ready?
Oh,
I know you're going to know what these are, possibly Emerson. So just chat and know what this is.
Oh God, I know what that is.
Does chat know what this is?
If I get one of those, when I put my next order in, when we get our shipment of filament in, if I get one of those in the box, I'm throwing it all out.
Why? Why? Does anybody know what this is? So I put the battery in it. So it takes a little CR2032 and it includes it. Hang on, I'll see if it'll work with the mic. Hang on. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Oh, it canceled. Hang on, let me turn off my noise cancellation. All right, ready? I'm gonna turn it on now.
Oh God. Yes, I heard it. It's very
And you
loud.
can change. Hang on, you can change it.
Oh no, too loud, too loud. Pull it back.
You can do like multiple different high pitched tones. And there's like the quick cricket, the other cricket.
You
Oh,
don't have to have
why?
it that close.
You don't have to have it close at all.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it's
didn't know.
loud.
The garbage can would be the perfect place for that to be.
So it remembers which one you set on. So next time you turn it on, it goes back to it, and it's up to a year or more of battery life on a single CR2032. So
you're also going to
imagine.
piss off UPS and the post office.
No, you have to put the battery in and turn it on.
Okay.
No,
Although
but I
I
know
could
I'm
put
getting one.
one in
It's
the
gonna be
box.
10. Exactly.
I
I
could
already
put
know
one in
if
the
I get one,
box.
it's going in the box.
Imagine taking some double-sided tapes. Imagine taking some double-sided tapes, sticking it to the back, and putting inside a printer's electronics enclosure,
No.
or like a computer, or any other thing that has a little bit of space in it. This does fit inside the Bamboo AMS. I checked, and it's not in there anymore. But it makes it at random intervals, from like 5 to 45 minutes, and it changes those intervals, so it's not a pattern. So you can just put this wherever and drive your coworkers or family members crazy.
To hell, straight to hell with you.
I mean, like, we have a drop ceiling here that'd be really easy to hide stuff in. But even though, like, Jordan hates this, but there's so many places I could hide this, and he knows what it is, but it'd still drive him nuts. Even though he knows what it is, it's just then finding the device. So it could be a very fun game of hide and seek to find the annoying PCB. They're $3 on our site right now with the battery.
Straight to hell.
Yeah. Or like
Uh,
hiding in somebody. Can you imagine like hiding it in somebody's car, like slipping underneath like the carpet in their
the
car or
wheel
something,
well or
or
something.
like a or like no, you got to put it inside the car and like put it underneath like a panel or something.
Straight to hell.
It's like
Do not
the
do
grumpy old
not
men when they
pass
threw the fish in the car.
do
Way
not
more
pass
dickage.
go. Do not collect $200.
Tyler said I'd quit. What if I get like 50 of them and hide them throughout the shop?
I don't know how long.
I mean,
How
we
long would
have
you
almost
last?
200. We have almost 200. Well, I can go work in the other office in the garage on the house. So
Such a chode.
You'll get a message from Jordan saying, "I'll come back when they're all gone."
what if I forget where I hid them all?
Well,
Because
you'd be
the
packing
thing
orders
is,
for a while.
the thing is like the thing is like they don't make the noise back to back, so it's gonna do it. And it's not like you can track it down by listening where it's coming from. You'd have to be sitting there waiting from 5 to 45 minutes for it to go off again. Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
I kind of want to I kind of want to desolder the little chirper on here and see what I see, because the IC is actually underneath the little piezo buzzer they have on here.
See what it's
And
using.
I'm wondering here, I'm actually looking here. You might even, there's a solder pad here. I wonder if you can just jumper this so it's just on and you can't turn it off. You have to pull the
Until you,
battery from
yeah,
it.
no.
No. There's like, no. The battery's actually kind of hard to get out of the holder here. Okay, I got it. I gotta like really pry to get that off. It's a nice battery holder too. I had turned my noise cancellation back on, but
Bonus to the
yeah.
person who finds the most.
Oh my god, what if we brought these to Rocky Mountain, just hid them in people's printers?
It's like, oh yeah, this looks cool. Tape it to the underside of the printer.
Yeah, just like while you're talking to them, just have just have it ready to go with double-sided tape. Just slap it underneath there. They get it home. They go crazy.
No, just the drive home. Like the 16-hour drive some people have to make.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty cool. I'm just looking at the traces here to see if this is a solder pad to permanently enable it. So got a trace here. That goes there. Yeah, I think I'm going to desolder one of these just because I want to see what IC and stuff they're using. Because they do have traces here. There's like other headers here going to it. I'm curious to see what these other traces do. Like if you could program it to make different sounds.
So I have
Obviously,
pins for each tray. So I'm just going through each one by one and adding the heat sets for this step.
So I found a GitHub project that looks like it's using the same chip. I wouldn't be surprised if China used a similar chip. It's 8-pin. It looks like it's running an AT Tiny on here.
No.
Oh, here, there's Arduino code.
Oh god.
They call it the throwy. The GitHub project is called 100 Annoying Assholes.
God. Why?
That's funny. So yeah, it goes to sleep and then wakes up. There's a random interval. There's a lot of these.
Blasto, you're gonna go over to Tim's and he's gonna give you a print. And it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be in the
embedded.
print.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
embedded
in the
in
print.
the print.
Oh man, that's evil. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's got to be based off. There's a lot of open source designs.
Why is my extruder chirping?
That's funny. Man, they even got ones that are the size of a dime that run off a 1220. Can make them even tinier. It's funny. I like this.
No. Bad.
Why do people hate? Why does everybody have such strong opinions on this? This is funny.
Yeah, it's funny
It's
until
funny.
you can't find it.
One man's Annoyatron is another man's mouse jiggler. So I'm gonna have it so you could do it with ESP32 as well.
I feel like that would be too big.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. I mean, this thing is super low power. If you're using AT Tiny, they do support a deep sleep.
Yeah, just in between each chirp, it goes into a deep sleep, wakes up, annoys, goes back to sleep, stays on for a year. Hey, Matt. Those look good.
So Doug's actually making a game right now.
Another
That's
one.
like an Amazon warehouse simulator. I gave him the idea, and one of the things you can do is if you reship an item that was returned, you get extra points.
Oh god.
He's calling it "Oh shipped."
I mean, the simulator games have been really popular on Steam and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's why I told him. Like, he was like, "Man, these games that are like people just like, um,
The games where people work real jobs, but they don't work real jobs are great.
I think he there was a term he used for him, and I can't remember what it was. But it's just like games that people churn out. I mean, he's putting a lot of work into it, but I can't remember what term he used. There's a term for it. But I was like, dude, I was like, but they sell. I was like, make a fun little game for like $5 on Steam. Like, I've played so many games that are like just little stupid games for a couple bucks. You know, we'll get like 30, 40 hours of gameplay out of them, and maybe we'll come back to them. But like they're fun. Like they're just fun little dumb games. It's like make something like that. It'll be cool. Like I would play that. So he's got to have the what was that? There was a guy that made a energy drink that was um the bottles that the Amazon drivers would toss out of their vehicles because, you know, they can't take bathroom breaks. I was like, you got to
They're
have
called
that.
piss bottles.
I was trying not to say that, but no, there was a guy, he did a video and he like gamed the system and he got it as the #1 like selling um the #1 selling like energy drink on Amazon. He gamed their system and yeah, it was just it was funny. I can't remember what it was called. Oh yeah, Tyler Viscera cleanup detail. Yeah, that was a game. I'd play that again. I totally forgot about that. It's literally you're
What was it?
cleaning up like you're cleaning up a map after like a death match, and there's just like body parts everywhere and blood. You got to clean up after it. So it's like you're going in, you know, like you're the guys that clean up after, you know, people play rounds of deathmatch and stuff in video games.
Well, what was it? Trading card shop simulator. That was super popular.
I played a lot of that.
So did I.
I played a lot of that.
I've pulled up the camera and Tim had it up. I could see
'Cause I would
see
just
the
let it
packs being
run.
open.
I would just let it run. I had an auto pack opener, so I would just put it behind another window and just let it go.
Every couple minutes,
Yes.
just tab open, set up
Yep.
another run.
Yup. Exactly.
I've
Yep.
done that.
Yep. What was I playing lately too? There was another game I was playing. Um. Oh man, what was it? Hang on. Oh, I forgot. I don't have Steam auto load on this computer, so I got to manually load it. Yeah, TCG Card Shop Simulator. Oh, Fast Food Simulator was fun, but there was another one I had that would run in the.
I
It
think
was
there's
like
another one that's out right now that's like fast food simulator. I can't remember.
Fast Food Simulator is pretty fun. Like we got into Satisfaction. I'm looking here my recent games. Oh, I bought Party Animals. That's actually a lot of fun. We did you can play it online, but we did it on the projector downstairs with a
Oh,
bunch of friends over.
speaking of people playing with, message Tom and tell him I'm live.
Oh, I will tell him.
Because he was the one who recommended this mic, and he wanted
Yeah.
to come hang out.
I just sent him a message on Discord.
Yeah. If this mic wasn't good or anything, I was just
It
gonna
sounds
return
good.
it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, no,
super
it
happy
sounds
with
good.
it.
I'd be curious to see how the battery life is.
It says 30 hours, but it's not clear if that's 30 hours
Per
with
pack.
switching per pack. If you're I just saw Jordan say, "Ooh, heat sets." Yeah.
He's sitting here, he's just lurking in the background.
I'm not sure if
Trying
that's
to
like throwing it back in the charger and coming back. But even if this one dies, I can
you have a second
instantly
one.
yeah, I can instantly open up the second one and it's ready to go. It auto connects and it's the same output.
Does it hook up over, how does it connect into your computer? Is it USB-C? Is it like an analog
USB-C.
output? Okay. Yeah, because see, it's also got an analog output.
Yeah, it has like a audio jack to what is it 3.5 to USB-C.
Yeah, I see these here. Oh, you can even use, looks like you can even use the mic packs as receivers, like to feed another audio source into them instead of using the built-in lav mic. Does it come with the furry things?
It does.
Does it? Oh yeah, I see it. It's in the different product photo. Yeah, because I saw those DJI ones and they were kind of expensive. This is $58.
I paid 63 for it shipped. 63.50 something. I mean, I think that's less than what you paid for the other mic.
Yeah, I think I paid like 70 or 80 bucks for it.
It's like, not that I don't like it, I
good.
just hate the yeah, I like it. It's just the AA batteries.
Oh yeah, and these are US. So the benefit of that though is if it dies, you can just change them out. These you'd have to like recharge.
But yeah, since I'm only one person and I'm only going to be using one,
You have 2 packs.
I have 2 packs that can interchange. Like, I can, if I lift that one out of the pack right now, it will automatically activate and be a second microphone that goes
Yeah.
through the same output on the
Interesting.
computer.
It says it has active noise cancellation too on the actual mic.
It does. There's a button for it.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's a Logitech camera. It's not going to focus on that. And I don't want it to
Yeah.
refocus on that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right. I think.
Interesting.
Okay, that was all for the first step.
Well, it's even got an adapter for the receiver to go into USB-C on a phone for mic input. That's nice. Yeah, I'll have to look at these once my Samsung ones die. Because I have 2 of those. I mean, I guess I could also just sell the Samsungs and get one of these. Because it sounds pretty good. I'll be curious to see how long it's lasted. Because mine, I mean, my packs are probably 6 or 7 years old,
Right.
and they still work.
Um.
But audio
One
quality wise, it
minute.
sounds good.
Yeah, I'm super happy with it. I forgot to grab the filament sensors, I think.
Do you have them, or did they not come in the pack?
No, they came in the pack.
You just didn't pull it out.
Yeah, because it's in a different bag. It's not in a baggie with everything else. It's the bag with all the wires.
Oh yeah, so we're talking about new gadgets. I got to test it out in scope mode. It works great for multimeter, but I got this Adrian's Digital Basement, one of the retro PC YouTubers I watch. He uses this Zoe ZT703S. It's a multimeter that also has a 50 megahertz 2-channel oscilloscope included in it, all handheld. And it's got a single 18650 in the back. You can change it by taking the 4 screws out, take the cover off. So if you need to put a new battery in, you can. USB-C charging. Um, it's pretty damn good for. It was like 82 bucks. So
Not bad.
it might. I don't have my bench scope I have in my office in the house for more detailed stuff. But the other thing too that's nice about this is because this runs off a battery. If I'm trying to test something, I need electrical isolation from the scope's power source, and the thing I'm testing, this just naturally has it, which is nice. So it's not going to be as detailed as like my $500 Rigel scope I have downstairs, but for
It'll get the
under
job
a
done.
hundred, for under 100, but yeah, it'll get the job done. So, but
Now,
yeah,
filament sensor. And they're all wired to the correct length. That's like for each bay, they have the different length of wires, so you don't have just 4 of the same length.
yeah, and
That's
then you
nice.
have excess wires.
Yeah, because there's not a bottom panel for this. This what I'm looking for? I think this is. MR6322. Yes, these are the correct ones. For these. And this slots right in. Am I doing that right? Let's zoom in on the cat.
Zoom in on the kitty cat.
Wait a minute.
The hell? This is interesting.
No, these are the right ones.
Are you sure
I think-
about that? Sure about that?
Well, because there's 4 of these and only 2. Wait. No, there's 4 of these. Never mind. I did have the wrong ones. Hush. Well, that's for the hub. Load 4. Load 2. Load 3. Alright, so that's fine. Hey, dude. How's it going, Tom?
There he is.
I'm not sure exactly for the SVO8 because it's not on mainline Klipper. But if you're allowed, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to adjust everything. So it shouldn't be too bad to go to use it on the SVO8. So far, the build is going well. If I can grab a piece of filament. I do need a piece of filament for alignment and everything. So, oh, here's my clippers. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this can go on the SVO8 without.
It works with any Klipper machine in theory, correct?
Yes.
It's meant
In
to be a universal kit you can pop on any machine and run with it.
I hear clicking.
That might be my fault. Sorry.
It's reading it.
Yep. No, that was. I'm playing with the filament sensor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you click that sensor.
This gets fed out through here. And then where's.
And you got to assemble 4 of those on?
Yep. Wrong way. Wunderbar. Awesome. That's pretty.
What's that?
Oh, I like that. That's actually really reliable. It's not like triggering and then not triggering when you turn it or anything like that.
That's good.
And it has a actual bearing that the filament's rolling against. Sweet.
Oh, hi,
Alright.
Daddy. How you doing?
Oh. On to the next one. Drop the bearing in. That's good.
Oh yeah, I was starting up a print on my K2. I'm like sitting here trying to remember. I was like, I was getting ready to do something.
Yeah. Tom, this is the mic that I'm on right now.
You should ask Tom if he wants to play golf with your friends.
Yeah, Tom, thank you for the recommendation on that. I love it. I was a little hesitant at first because it's only 50 whatever dollars. Well, 63 after tax and everything. Yeah, I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, Five Fine. Like I said, I had when we were talking before the stream. I had one of their desk mics, which was like a kind of a Yeti competitor, and it was really good. But like microphones, like they can be kind of a crapshoot because
Yeah, it
like
can be really hit and miss with them.
well, because like you'll get people that leave reviews on Amazon about them or wherever, and they're like, "Oh, it sounds great," but like their idea of what a good mic sounds like is like, "Oh, this." They're probably like, "Oh, this sounds better than my crappy headset microphone." So it's good to them, but then like compared to actual microphones, um, it's like, "Oh, this does not hold a candle to it," type of thing. Because I've tried to find some good budget mics. Five seems to make some decent ones.
Your mic is, speaking of
Cutting
mics,
out.
yours is cutting in and out.
Mine?
Did Tor finish? Yeah. Did Tor finish the
Oh.
blower attachments?
You know why? You know why? I'm in reality print and it's just
Oh,
pegging
you're
my
slicing?
processor. I'm auto arranging a bunch of small parts,
Oh.
and I can tell my. It's kind of sad. This is a 12th Gen i7, but yeah, we're sitting. Yeah, it's definitely spiking my CPU here while I'm using this. I can't wait for Orca Slicer to have CFS support for the K2 Plus.
Well,
Not that
he's not
Creality
working on
prints.
bamboo shit, so.
Oh yeah, I'll have plenty of time. I had somebody tag me. It was like a friend or a friend. He was looking for a print. He's like talking about bamboo, and I linked the Lewis Rossman video. I was like, yeah, don't buy them. Like they're not good. They hate their customers. Nope, there we go. Why is my RAM out of 32 gigs? I'm at 70%. What is? Yeah, dude, Creality Print is not as well optimized as Orca Slicer though. I can tell you that right now.
Even though it's essentially,
Orca Slicer.
yeah. I like my SVO8. It's not without its issues. Like I've had first layer issues. I've had mostly first layer issues, but not many of them.
Yeah.
I've had the magnetic fan shroud pop off a few times and ruin prints.
You don't need your fan shroud. What are you talking about? That's an optional part.
All right, that one's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do, and that's not even pushing. I can do at least 21 sets of our solid bed mounts on the K2 Plus, and
Nice.
that's not even pushing it. I can even go more than that if I wanted to. Although I'd rather not run a full plate because if we have a failure, it's a little more rough. Just verifying my outer wall settings here.
I'm not going to be on that part yet, so I don't have to worry about that. And again, pop the little bearing in, shake it into place. Find the correct filament sensor
Yeah, you shake it real good.
and slide that into place.
Okay, wall loops. Tor, did we already book your flight for Rocky Mountain?
No. I mean, you
And
haven't told me.
Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
got.
Yeah, you might want to wait until you're done and the prints go into the printer. Tom wants to know how's the K2 been. Yeah, Jerry, I put a couple of zip ties around mine. Did Tor finish designing the attachments for the blower fans? Oh, I made one. I haven't made like a ton or anything. And it was just like a little flathead blower. Sweet.
Still
Lightspeed
going.
said the KP Plus had
You
a
got-
great firmware,
Oh, I can hear you
but
guys now.
the slicer sucks. Yeah, understandable. It's Creality. They always butcher a slicer.
It does work, but yeah, it's not great.
The K2 Plus?
No, they're slicer.
Hmm.
The K2 Plus has been great. Was somebody asking about the K2 Plus?
Yeah. Oh, you probably couldn't hear me. Tom was asking.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear you because it was like I literally this browser window was completely frozen. It's still slicing.
Dying.
It is. Am I chopping again?
Not right now, but you were.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell
Blasco
when it
wants
gets
to know
bogged
where
down.
Common is.
Comet is in the house. Why is Creality Print using 4.5 gigs of RAM? Holy crap. Man, it is like trying to be like Google Chrome here, man. Yeah, it's done slicing. Yeah, it is so poor. Man, I can't wait till they get the CFS support in Orca Slicer. I should check and see if they finally got that there. All right, I'm gonna put some. Oh man, it's gonna suck. This has been preheated at 105 C on the bed, so it's gonna be spicy plate. Spicy plate. You know what? I'm gonna grab this one because they sent me a spare. I'm gonna grab this one and glue this one. Because a lot of smallish parts I'm not messing around with.
I don't know if there's been an official announcement. They've had product pages up on their site.
For what?
For the CFS on lower fan.
Are you not running that mic through broadcast?
Is that me or?
It's one of you.
It's not me.
Then. It was me.
Oh wait, he doesn't have broadcast because he has an AMD GPU.
It has its own, but I'm not using my normal mic. And
why not? I run all my stuff through the broadcast type stuff.
Listen, you fucking neckbeard.
Actually, hey, Bruce says he wants his 3070.
Yeah, I gave him the tracking information. Tell him to go suck my ass.
Oh, did he? Okay. Did you get your wife her new graphics card yet?
I'm waiting until next month to see how the 50 series is.
The 5090, so like everybody is like whining about it, but the 5090, it's a 30% improvement over the 4090, which is about what we expect Like it's not like almost double. Like the 3090 to 4090 was a huge
I mean,
jump.
I'm still on the 20. I have a 2080 Super.
I
So
might, because I want to give Kristen my 3090 because I just got her one of those. So she has the same monitor I have now, the 49-inch ultra wide. I picked one of those up used on Facebook Marketplace for $550 for a monitor. It's $1,300. But her 3070 is handling it actually really well. But I want to give her my 3090, which I actually got from Tyler West back in the day. Oh, there it goes again.
Sorry, hang on, I'm gonna change mics.
Just pipe it through your filter.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you're using now, just pipe it through the filter.
Well, Synapse or Razer is supposed to have their own noise cancellation, and it's apparently
Dude,
not fucking
Razer is
working.
garbage. I hate
How
Razer
about-
products.
how
I've had
about
so
now?
many issues with them.
I liked mine when I was using it, but yeah.
Their software is not great. Like their software is really pretty bad. Like Synapse is bloated. It's so bloated. That's my big complaint with them is their Razer Synapse. Oh, and then like the fact too, like I think the last Razer product I bought was a headset for Krista, and it just never worked right. Like it would disconnect all the time. It wouldn't pair. Like
That's why I
it
did. I
was.
went with Logitech after
This is a
Razer.
Logitech. I have Corsairs in the house. I have two Logitech 533s out here. I'll stick with Corsair and Logitech for my headsets. I only use Corsair keyboards. I have Corsair keyboards, Logitech mice, and then headsets and speakers are either Logitech for speakers or headsets, and then or Corsair. I like my HS70, which is an older headset, but I love it. All right, let's
Trying to
see.
get this bearing into place, but it's having.
Start print. Man, they need to optimize Creality Print 6. Is yours
Oh,
run pretty slow too, Emerson, when
Mine?
you're dealing with a lot of small parts? Like a couple of models is fine. I find once you get over a dozen models on the plate, it really bogs down. Like it works, but it's slow.
I haven't had a chance to really do that much with it. We've been using it to print our Etsy stuff, which is just one model. So it smells hot. It smells really hot.
I think Krista just realized I was on the stream with you. I told her I was out here I'm working on product pictures and stuff.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear
it's
you,
it's
unfortunately.
starting to fade.
Yeah, of course it is. Fucking Synapse. Yes.
I'm probably gonna drop off in a little bit here. I'll probably put on the TV. I gotta go change out the TV in the basement because we bought. Oh God, it's so loud. Emerson,
What? Hang on. I hate everything. Right now.
what is your wife doing?
What do you mean? What is she doing?
What is she
What are
doing? What
you
is that
doing?
blower?
No, I'm in the shop.
I know, but what is okay? Who's making all that noise?
That's the rat rig.
Are you kidding me?
Those are the cooling part fans.
Oh, the side fans?
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
it uses server fans, I guess. I don't. I don't know.
That
They're
is
just really
insane.
fucking loud.
That is really fucking loud. I thought
Yeah.
somebody was using like a vacuum, or I thought you had the air duster you got from us running in the background. I'm dead serious. That's crazy. It's that loud?
All right.
Wow.
Hopefully that's a bit better.
I'm surprised how loud that is. Although I find it funny how we went from like, remember how obsessed people were with quiet printers, and now everything sounds like a jet fan.
Using CPAP fans for their printers and stuff? Yeah.
Like you remember everybody was like, I mean, and
I
they
want to use a
killed.
Noctua.
Yeah, like, oh God. That's really loud. I don't know if I could deal with that because I mean, like the K series is loud, but it's not that loud. I think my K2 Plus, if I crank all the fans up to max, I think it's actually quieter than our K1C. Like it's not silent, but like I'm talking like all the fans, the exhaust fans,
Hey, Da
the
Vinci.
bed fans, like the bed fans on the K2 are actually really really quiet. And they also have two of them too, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. I'm happy with that. All right, M4 by 8s, my favorite size of screw, or M3 by 8s. It's M3 by 10s. And if I don't find them here in the so far I'm happy with it. With the box turtle.
Like right now behind me, my K2 Plus and the X1C are running, and it's not loud.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce all over. Yeah. I have yet to
Barbecue sauce on the
actually
printer?
on Blasto.
Barbecue sauce.
I mean, I'm still building it, but like the instructions for it are amazing. And from what I've seen of all the designs and everything, they are very clean. And
So to be clear, I
no
don't know
real
if you
issues.
mentioned this. You had to print all these parts, right?
Yes.
So it's just a hardware kit. You're not getting all this stuff pre-printed from them.
Yeah. Blasto, yeah, it is essentially a open source AMS for Klipper machines.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. Could you hear my fat ass get up from the chair?
Yep.
Yes.
Ah, fuck. Alright. Well,
Time to buy a NVIDIA card and get proper noise canceling.
no, it's this fucking headset. Because it doesn't do it with the Yeti.
Pipe it
This-
through your noise canceling. So here's how I
I
write
did,
all.
but what's happening is, I think what's happening is the Synapse software is fucking with shit. Because I never
So
have this problem with my Yeti.
you should just not use the Synapse. You should just so whatever amp. So like here's how I do. I have two mics on this computer. I have my headset, which I'm using right now, which is not the best, but it works, and then I have my Yeti on the desk. I run everything into NVIDIA Broadcast, and then NVIDIA Broadcast is my microphone source for everything I do, whether it's a Teams call, whether it's this. And then when I want to change mics, I change it in Broadcast. So, like right now, I'm talking
Yeah.
and I can change it right in the middle. So, right now, I just changed it over to the Yeti. You guys can probably hear the quality difference, right?
Yeah.
So, I just change it over to the Yeti and I can switch back to my headset just like that. You should be able. I don't have any AMD GPUs, so I can't like give you feedback. But if it works, I'm assuming it's a competitor to NVIDIA's Broadcast, which works great. Like I think it's a
Yeah.
great addition. Like it's crazy. It's weird that it's an audio thing, but it uses the GPU. Like I know they're doing like AI stuff and whatnot. But like it's a nice add-on. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
3D experiments. These are I paid $250 for it, but the normal because it was a pre-order special, but the normal price on them is $299. Plus, it's going to be like a roll and a half of filament. Now
You
I'm
say
just
it
trying to
roll
get
in
the
half?
What?
just
You say
about
it roll in half? That's a
roll in a
lot.
third.
That's more than a Mercury 1 kit.
I mean, there's a lot more to this than a Mercury 1 kit. 4 extruders instead of 1.
Yeah, see, now you can't hear those fans going off, can you?
No,
No.
it sounds a lot better.
Yeah. And that's all I did was in AMD's version of whatever the hell you're talking about, their AMD noise suppression, all I did was change it from the Razer to the Yeti. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I changed nothing else.
That's fine. And that should
Uh,
work. I would not even have, honestly, do you only have the Razer software for your headset?
Yeah.
Just uninstall it. You don't need it. Just uninstall it. You should not need it for the headset.
Da
Like
Vinci.
it
I
should
have
work as a
mine
headset.
from West 3D as well. But if you're gonna get it, I'd say get it from Fabrico. Nothing against West 3D. I was just kind of annoyed that instead of actually contacting their customers, they updated the product page. It's from the same, they're all LDO kits. I'm just a little annoyed that they didn't actually contact me about any delays or shipping updates or anything like that. Yeah, no, we work with Hector on things as well, and Hector's a cool dude. He's really good about stuff.
He's on top of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very much on top of shit. As a customer and dealing with him on a business level, he's been a pleasure to work with. Because like we also just buy stuff from him directly.
Da Vinci, I would not do the AliExpress. I saw something from the Box Turtle dev that there were already bad kits out there.
Yeah, I would order directly. I would order from a reputable vendor, especially for something like this.
Yeah, because like these fittings, the little ECA S04 Bowden couplers, I've gotten these before in kits for random things, and they've been fully plastic. These are metal for the lower part, and then a plastic coupler on top. Oh, I was joking. Okay, good. Because I've looked at the AliExpress kits, and they do not look great.
This heater might be overkill. Holy shit, does it get warm?
What he? Oh, the one you were making.
Yeah.
Then
I'm trying to.
just you're controlling it from the control board with like a solid state relay, right?
Yeah.
Just throttle the max PWM to like 50%. You can cut the power draw down that way.
Well, the problem that I'm having right now with the PID tune is I had to go in and add the verify heater check gain time because it takes.
I
It was
would
taking
not
too
run.
long.
I would not run
It was
PID.
taking too long to ramp up.
Yeah, I would not run PID on a heater like that because it's so slow. Like beds and chamber heaters, I would honestly just run what do they call it, watermark in there.
Yeah.
Is watermark, because in Marlin they call it bang bang. And I mean, like for our firmware, we set a 500 milliseconds, so it checks the temperature every twice a second, so every 500 milliseconds. And you got to remember, it can't physically heat up. It's not your hot end heater where it can ramp up really fast. You know, you have that a lot of thermal mass that has to go into it. I wouldn't even bother with PID. Like I said, the watermark temperature regulation would probably be fine for that. Because even if you're off by a degree or two while it's like regulating, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I think you're just changing the Klipper settings. You just change the.
Yeah,
change
but I've never
the-
messed with
the-
watermark. Like I know in PID I can change the oh, what the hell is it called?
I
The check
have to
gain
hammer
time.
these in.
I can extend the check gain time to allow that, but that's all I, to allow that dip before it throws a runaway.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is if you open the chamber, it could trip possibly. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. So the control algorithm, PID or watermark. So you change the control to from PID to watermark.
I think
They have the
Steve had
delta.
the same issue.
So they have here. So
Steve.
watermark, you set the max delta. You set the control. It says on watermark control heaters, this is the number of degrees Celsius above the target temp before disabling the heater, as well as the number of degrees below the target before re-enabling it. Default is 2 degrees Celsius. So if you don't set anything, heater cycle time, you can set that. Yeah, this isn't hard to set up, assuming that their documentation is correct and it is gonna work. Because we ran into stuff where their config was like weird or outdated, but such is dealing with Klipper.
What did you search in the documentation? Just watermark?
It's under the extruder. Under if you're in the table of contents, the config reference, it is under common extruder and heated bed support. And you click extruder, and you can use that for reference. The heated bed one, just references. It says you use the same heater set as described in the extruder section.
Right, hang on.
So you'd
You
set the
said-
control.
You said way too much, way too fast.
I do not talk as fast as Louis Rossman, though.
No, fuck no, you
God,
don't.
the comments on that were so funny.
How about
Okay.
how about you watch Louis Rossman's videos on 1.5 times?
How you
You
send me
need
the
to.
link to what you or where
It's
it's
the
in
official
the
Klipper. It's the official Klipper doc.
right, and I'm there, and then you said it's under extruder.
I'm
Yeah.
on the config reference. So Klipper documentation on the left, it's under installation and configuration, configuration reference, and then configuration reference. And then on the right side, you'll see below the common kinematic settings, you'll see common extruder and heated bed support. There's the extruder setting section. Here, I'll send you the link.
Oh, I see it now. I see it
You
now.
got it? Okay. Literally was about to send it. I'm going to drop off here, though. This is going down good. All right.
3D experience. Yes, there are 24-volt chamber heaters.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
going to
that's
be.
what Emerson is using.
No.
No.
No, he has AC.
No, I'm using
Yeah,
I'm using a 600
We're
or
gonna be
700
doing-
watt.
That's way too much.
Not for that
You may-
size.
I mean, I guess I'd probably
got
limit
a-
it a little bit.
I've got a 200 or a 250 watt in the grow tent for the Ender 5 Plus Merc one, and it takes forever to heat that fucker up.
Oh, the grow tent is insulated like crap, though.
Well, this is just polycarbonate panels. It's
yeah,
not
the
any better.
polycarbonate. No, they're better. Polycarbonate holds the heat in better than the grow tents. The grow tents do not insulate as well as they look like they do. As
They're
somebody who
grow
used
tents.
to use, I know that, but they're very thin. They're very thin. ACM I found insulates really well.
Yes,
ACM's
my
nice.
printers get hot.
Yeah, honestly, when we get our printer enclosure done, I think we're gonna be doing ACM for most of the panels except for like the top, or maybe honestly,
Top
might just
front.
do ACM for everything but the doors, because I don't care about seeing in the sides. I'd rather have more thermal insulation so it's more efficient.
Yeah, same.
Because like, who cares if I don't care. Like, they just need to see inside the printer in the front door. That's it. So
And if you're
But-
going to be working on it, take the panels off.
yeah. Now ACM is better than that. So less acrylic panels, the better.
I mean,
But-
Bamboo does
I-
it. Was it?
Well, they have aluminum,
Prusa.
which is like worse than ACM because it just.
I mean,
has, like,
I'm saying for like not see-through paneling. Not
Yeah. No, you don't need to see through.
Prusa's doing it, but they do have the tinted top. They have a lot of light as well.
Yeah, I want to light ours like a Christmas tree.
I'm thinking about planning on doing 2 easy neos, not on the front because I'm not going to have a front beam. I'm going to have them going
Yeah.
down the sides with the Z. So it's not lit just from the top. It's going to be lit going all the way up
Oh
and down.
no. Someone joined one of the pinball groups on Facebook and is posting asking questions about one of those knockoff fake pinball machines that just has like the screens like those like crappy like $300 or $400 ones. You know what I'm talking about? The arcade legend ones. They're literally just basically a virtual pinball thing and they're small. They're getting flamed right now.
It's like, this is not the group for you, sir.
They're like, that's not a pinball machine. it's a video game. They're not wrong. I've played them. They're not great. One of the guys I went to, they're not great.
Tried DC heaters for the chamber and it drew way too much current. Switched to AC 500. True. I mean, I would like for our printer to be AC for the heated chamber, just because if we're going to stick with a 350 stock or Meanwell.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, the goal of us doing like the smaller like the one of the goals is like we want to have extra room for doing upgrades, but we want to have as small of a chamber as possible so we're not heating up an unnecessary space, right? So that allows us to do a smaller chamber heater, which will get the power draw down. It'll just be a better overall thing. So, yeah, I want to do DC. So, but all right, guys, I will see you guys later. I'm going to sign off here. I'll pop the stream out. I might pop back in later, depending on how long you're going. I'm assuming it's be a couple hours, but I'll probably be in the basement later.
Sounds
So,
good.
good luck with the build tour. I'm excited to see how this comes out because this is something I would want. Like we were talking about, we want to have a multi-material support on our machine, and this would be if this works out well, this will probably be either this or like the VVD, one of those two is what we're
Yeah.
looking at. So, of course, doing some testing. So, all right, guys, enjoy the stream.
Have a good one.
Bye, Emerson. Tor, have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
I hate these bearings so far. I think my print is just like slightly over extruded. So putting in the really tight bearings on this is a pain. Where's my piece of filament? Well, that does not feel the same. Oh yeah, that's too low. I'm trying to get the, oh yeah, that helped a lot. The drive gear lined up. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. All right, now for M3 hardware. Yeah. Personally, I would like an AC for a chamber heater, but it's, if a DC will work, then it'll work. But working within the constraints of a 350-watt power supply while you're also doing bed heating. Hi, Ichi. What's up, snack butt? He heard snack and looked up at me. His name? No, didn't even bat an eye. Heard snack, looked directly at me. He's like, "Oh, you don't have anything in your hand."
Such a liar.
That cat is the epitome of the word scaredy cat, or the term scaredy cat. Because I've been able to scare him off. If I'm in bed, he'll jump up on the dresser with the TV, and I can scare him off if I turn on my flashlight on the phone and just put my hands over it and give it a shadow. All right. So that's nice and smooth. God, I hate putting these in right now. The Bowden couplers. Actually, you know what? I have a hammer. Oh, but I don't have room to get out. There's not a lot of room behind this little desk. Oh! Where is my hammer? Emerson, what'd you do with my hammer?
Shoved it somewhere.
Oh no.
Yep.
As long as you clean it up after.
It's a lot of work.
But I have one of those like plastic ended hammers with the like rubbery end somewhere. Drop it. I know I didn't put it in my little toolbox. Somewhere on my shelf, maybe? That's not annoying in the slightest. Oh well. Well, darn. Oh well. Oy. Yeah. What I'm hating is it's really tight fit because these are not meant to come out once you put them in. These little Bowden couplers are press fit in, and it takes quite a bit of pressing. I'll get them most of the way in. And then hammer them in later, because I'm just getting these done tonight. I am not doing a 5+ hour stream. I'll leave that to Steve Builds. These are metal, so I'm not too worried about breaking them, but jeez. Oh, I did put it in my little toolbox. I have a little hammer with like a rubber end. Oh, that works so much better. Holy crap. Make sure this is still good. Wunderbar. That's 2 done. This in. Next extrude. My cat is just sitting next to me enjoying the little radiator heater. Not here for me, are you, dude? You don't want love or affection. You just want heat. Oh, my headset just turned off because Emerson's not saying anything.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. I hear clicks.
My clicks.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as I hear something on the mic, I know my headset's still on.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out WLED and wow. Either I'm really stupid or this is like unnecessarily overly complicated.
For Klipper?
So someone recommended I get one of those Quinn LED Uno thingies. So it's got 2 outputs on it. So I can have like more, just, different settings for the RGBs. And so I have my corner LEDs in the one input or output, and then I have my chamber LEDs or RGBs in another one. And
Oh, so it does like the rainbow effects and all that.
right, yeah, so I can independently control the corner LEDs and the chamber ones, except for it's just completely ignoring the settings I'm putting in, and whatever the output for the one is set to, the second input just mimics it. So like the corner LEDs are 15 LEDs, and then the chamber ones there's 100, and so it'll only light up the first 15 out of the 100. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ichi,
Yeah.
you little
So
bastard.
that's not even right because
Yeah, I played with it and it was really annoying to get set up on like my V0. Um, luckily on the Trident, it was already pre-set up.
Yeah, it's the segments that I'm having issues with. So I set up.
It's like
Ugh.
LEDs 1 through X.
Yeah, so I go into the config. I go to LED preferences. Um, and so LED output 1 is what my counter or my corner ones, and it says start 0 length 15 because there's only 15 LEDs in that one. And then I go to the second one, and it's
You wouldn't start at 1, you'd start at 16 or something
right.
like
Yep,
that.
I'd go to 16 and then do length 100. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Everything just has to be an asshole.
Yeah, I remember doing that. It was not a fun time. Yeah, a lot more tedious than like the Trident builds or the V0 builds. Because there's just so much more to do. But so far all the hardware is really good. Like on the Seaboard Trident build behind me, I've had a couple screws that were blanks, so there's no threads or anything on them. That was fun. I was like, why is this loose? Why is it bottoming out and just keep going? Well, for it to stop, it needs threads. Oh, did my chat on my phone die? It did. I was wondering why it was so quiet in chat. Yeah, for any builds, you should have extras. I did have, I think for that specific screw, I had like 2 extras. But I was tired when I was building it, so I didn't notice when I put it in that it had no threads. What version of WLED? Mac is asking.
Yeah, I answered him in chat. It's the most recent. It's nothing is more irritated than just like overly, and then to boot, the documentation's pretty shit, and it doesn't look like the documentation's been updated in quite a while. So there's like, oh, use this app and set it up and set up these segments and do this and do that, and I'm like looking at the photos and the documentation and looking at the app, I'm like, they don't look the fucking same. So the
Right.
stuff it's referencing to doesn't exist.
I'm really glad these are the metal couplers. I could just hammer them in. So I'm just popping off the little end cap and sliding these in. Oh god, that's so much easier. Where's my spot welder? I want a spot welder. Tim was getting a spot welder, and I was gonna have him make me battery packs for my my drones. All right, this is a little tight. Beautiful. Another one all set up. The extruder moves freely. I hear the button clicking. I'm happy. I think this is the fourth one. Do. On the same strings, just wiring them up. I am actually so glad that it comes with the stuff for the filament cutter for this. Because I remember doing tip forming tuning back in my day was like the CR10 dual boards, dual extruder boards and stuff like that. God, it was so bad. To that in for the later step. That on. I like that they give you 2 grub screws for the feeder gear as well. With how small these are, so easy to lose.
All those, yeah.
But like the third of a rice grain.
Right.
And they're already pre thread locked. That's why I love LDO kits. They're so well thought out.
They're nice components or quality components.
Yeah, quality components. Everything's actually thought out. And you usually don't have many issues, if any. Unlike my Seaboard kit. But at least it's better than 5-stick.
Yeah.
5-stick, good luck. Need to sand it a bit more. Like whatever you do, when the 5-stick kit, 5-stick needs to stop making motherboards. Yeah. I mean, 5-stick just needs to do better. Just like at least get to Big Tree Tech's level. Because
Right.
they're not even there. I had 3 blow up when trying to update firmware. What the hell? That's kind of pathetic for them, not you. Magic smoke generators. Yeah. That's not something you want to be known for. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, Monster 8. I've had great luck with Monster 8s. I think I have 2 now. MKS is really underrated. They just don't promote, they don't send anything out, but their hardware is solid. Because they mostly just OEM. Klipper board. I'm kind of hesitant on the like AIO setups. I'd rather have stuff kind of split off into its own component, like the Pi and whatnot. I've read in Discord that they were OEM only. No, MKS is not OEM only. They just don't resell anywhere. It's like AliExpress and that's it. They don't promote their stuff. So it's like, do they even need to? Like if you buy a product and it has a board with like the colored stepper motor connections, it's most likely going to be a MKS board if it's not labeled as such. Yeah. Skipper, like they work. I'm just personally not a fan of that style of board where everything's integrated. Now for the fun part. Fitting. Put the screws in and then basic what Cheetah uses. Yeah. I mean, a lot of companies have used MKS as their board manufacturer. Trying to think of a few. Like some like white label or get custom boards, but I know like some of the older printers were just straight up like MKS Gen Ls, V1s, and those were great. Oh, I still have a couple. Like their documentation isn't the greatest, but they have everything you need. Okay, that's what I like. When I pull out the yeah, JG Maker, they use them. When I pull out the filament, it's like a Beyblade top. It just keeps spinning. That's what I like to see. What else do I need? Screws are in. Oh, my favorite part, the couplers. Then I'm on to the next step. I'm only on page 8 out of 16. We're halfway there.
Oh.
Okay, this hammer works too well. Okay. I say that and I pop out the fitting in the first one. Beautiful. All right, and this will be the first one for the next step. Probably won't need the hammer again. Probably. Oh, I was like, what part is this? I can't see anything. Because I have white as the accent. Let's do green so I can see it a bit better. A lot of printed parts for that. Yeah. A few. A few. There we go. Right, so I've already removed the little insert piece for that. Do I have... Let me find my... Oh. Comes with some grease. So how I like to do these little pin gears is yeah, I'll just use this one. So I like to get the little tiny gears or bearings, sorry, and fill them up slightly, not fully. That first one I did a little bit too much. So just so there's a bit, and then use the pin to push the grease through. Then I can wipe it on the... I don't have my shop towels with me. Careful not to get it within the gear teeth. Where's Tim working on? Tim, I don't think we'll ever do a Voron.
No. No, he
That's
will
why
not.
that's why I'm doing this and not Tim. Tim doesn't want to spend 30 hours building a printer when he could buy one and pull it out of a box.
Tim owns a company based around modding and maintaining your 3D printer.
Clapping out your Ender 3.
But he doesn't
M-
want to do it himself anymore.
Right. M3
But-
by 30.
It's no different than a mechanic. Like most mechanics, well, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of mechanics have their cars are all shitty and run down because the last thing you want to do is work on a car for 12 hours and then come home and work on your own goddamn car.
Exactly. Yeah, JD, I enjoy building them too. That's why I have two Tridents and two V0s. Like I have fun building them. And that's why I bought a box turtle. Yeah, box turtle instead of waiting for the VVD. Then they are. Oh, LDO. I just can't. Yeah, that's why you buy LDO kits if you don't want to crimp anything. Everything on this kit is completely pre-wired, and I am very pleased about that. Don't get me wrong, I can crimp. I have all the tools for everything. I have a bunch of connector sets. I just don't want to. I'm going in the wrong hole there. Yeah, Emerson, you know the anti-squish thing in the stealth burners?
Yeah.
Like within the stealth burners, that the tiny little screw. Anti-squishy thingamajig. I think that's what it's actually called. Oh, there is a they have pre-crimp wiring for a lot of machines. Like all the Vorons, there are kits for pre-crimp wiring for all the specific sizes. Oh, that's beautiful. I have an extruder. Gonna loosen up that anti-squish. I built two Tridents and you built two 2.4. I want to build it. I was joking around and saying I was going to build two 2.4s now. What's up, Snack?
I will never, even if I had the money, I would never get another 2.4. I'd get a Trident before I'd get a 2.4.
Tridents are great. They're pretty quick builds. Like I got this one, the CNC one, done in about like 10 hours. Wrong with the 2.4. 2.4 is a lot more work. Like there's
You know,
nothing
it wasn't the build. I had a blast with the build. It's the gantry. It's that massive ass heavy gantry that makes like quad gantry leveling a pain in the ass. You have to heat soak it. What's it? The bimetal. The way everything. God, why can't I think of what? However, whatever the heating flex and changes are between like the aluminum and then your metal linear rails, it causes issues, and they're like, oh, you got to put the titanium rods on there. So I put the titanium rods on there to stiffen it up. Yeah, and it that helped, but I still, if I don't heat soak that machine for a good 30-45 minutes before I try and start a print, it fails quad gantry level. And even then, sometimes I still have to try it several times before it'll level itself. It's if I had to do it again, I'd just get a 350 Trident.
Besides the issues that I have with it, I like my 350 Trident. And the issues are Big Tree Tech related, and not with the actual Trident itself. I don't have to heat soak mine for 40 minutes. I feel attacked for using a Trident. I have my bed limited, and I still don't have to wait too long. M3 washers. That's M5 washers. Those are not what I'm looking for. M5 hex nuts. Hey, M3 washers. Yeah. People complain about Creality beds, but both my, not just the K1, like for years, people complain about the Creality beds. My CR10 S4, so 400 by 400, and my Ender 3 both had perfectly flat beds. I don't know if I just got lucky because I got them through Tiny Machines, and they actually like check all their stuff. Okay, I like it. I like it. Also, all the motors have little markers on them as well to tell you what bay they're for, because they're all, even the motors have custom wire lengths. Yeah, it's just people don't know what they're doing, and they'd rather not. They don't want to spend the 15 minutes, 20 minutes Googling to learn. They'd rather just sell it and move on. Which I mean, it's their time. They want to spend it how they want to spend it. But maybe 3D printing isn't the hobby for them if they're not going to spend time to learn how to maintain their machines. I broke my filament because I left this roll out for too long. All right. See, what's the next step? Oh, wow. Am I really that far already? Almost done. I what is it? Jerry rig everything. Pocket knife. 130 for a CR10S. That's not bad. Or CR10S Pro. I don't like the Pros because Creality's touchscreen crap. Those screens were what's the word? Crap? I deleted it. Yeah, with Klipper, you just remove it. Don't even bother. On with the runout sensor. Oh no. This is gonna be pain in the ass to Bondtech DDX sliced copperhead. Nice. I haven't tried the DDX. I do have a couple of Bondtech's extruders. What is it? Is it LGX? Bondtech LGX? An LGX Lite? I really do like the LGX Lite. I have it on my Mercury 1. Off to bed. Have a good one, Red Light. All right. 1 out of 4 done. That is page 16. Yeah. I like this extruder. It's a simple setup. Like, it doesn't need to be super lightweight or anything. So they didn't make it that way. They made it to fit the form they're building in. They went with base 5. Yeah. All right, there's one back in the tray. Cats are probably slightly annoyed with me because I'm using their little cat bed, cat tree thing that's under my desk as another table. But they take over my bed, so that's fine. It was sold more that way. Yeah, probably. Into the trash can. I got my pin bearing. Up the grease. Put a little dab inside. Second one. Little dab inside. I'm actually gonna stick these in drive gear. And then use the pin. Push. Oh, almost pushed everything out. Push the grease through the full extruder. That way all the pins are fully saturated. Honestly, the tension on 2.4 is the hardest. I had inconsistent quad gantry level because of it. Tension gauge that PF makes to get the right. We sell one of the tension gauges. Like, I worked on part of the design for that. And yeah, tension gauges, I actually need to do on my Seaboard Trident. And they do make a world of difference getting both belts the same tension. Well, I see why Steve took 5 hours to get his stream done. How far are we in? I can't see the timer. Yeah, tensioning is really key on a lot of printers. I actually want to go through on my SV08 and redo their tension and just get it all matched up. Here there. Emerson has perished.
No, well,
Fell
I
asleep
think
at the
I'm.
wheel. Beautiful. All right.
All those things I said about how great the K2 and the CFS is, I take it back.
Why? What happened?
It's bitching about a filament that's in one of the slots, and it says you gotta manually assign it a slot. But it won't let me on the touch screen, and fucking hell.
Wait, did I use the wrong motor? Three. Oops. I used the wrong motor. Crap. Oh. Two. Oh. Undo this motor. Oh, son of a gun. Because I used the wrong motor, I have to cut the zip tie. That was a pain to feed through. Why? Okay. This is 2. This is 2. I'll align that one later when I'm doing the rest of the builds. I want to get this done because I haven't eaten dinner tonight. I got off work. I set up the stream. Goes that way. M3 by 8. I need a washer. Hello, cat. This is Ichi. He is a scaredy cat. Hey, buddy. Hey, get down. And now he's gone over to the heater. Okay, that is bay 3 done. Oh. Now we are on bay number 1. Verify that. Oh. Yeah. This chair is not meant for sitting in long periods. Also, I have a screen in my back, so that's really comfy. So I'm ready to go lay down after this. Pins out. Grease ready. What are you cats doing? Weirdos. Only takes 5 hours to get the boxer. No. It's probably like a 10-hour build. No. Yeah, maybe like a 10-hour build. Just because it's like you're just stopping and repeating the same steps over and over. Pop that little bit out. And this goes in this way. Idler arm. Slide that into place. I just had them. There. M3 by 30. Yeah, the Trident is such a faster build than the 2.4 and the other printers. Yeah, I totally didn't put that in backwards because I'm getting tired. Totally. %. It's like, why is that sticking out so much? I think my first Trident took me like 18 to 20 hours, and the one behind me took me probably 12, but that was, it's all CNC metal parts. So assembling 3D printed parts and like making sure everything fit correctly wasn't really an issue. No reprinting or anything like that. It was just set it up and go. Wiring was all pre-crimped and everything like that. Four years and counting on my self-sourced 2.4 R1. Oof. Yeah, I thought about self-sourcing the box turtle when I first saw it. And then I think it was like 2 weeks later, Jason started teasing stuff, I was like, oh, I'll just wait for LDO. I was super happy with my LDO Trident. So I'll just wait for them. They do good work. And I'm glad I did. This has been, besides my chair killing me slowly, this has been a breeze. How is your Seaboard kit, Mac? Mine technically hasn't pushed any plastic because issues with tool headboards that killed my cartographer. That technically should be here in the next day or two. So it'll be pushing plastic very soon. Does the 2. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cable chain on the one behind me. It's kind of a clone of the Big Tree Tech chain. Or not Big Tree Tech, Bamboo. Okay, that's 3 down. Oy. Last one. Then I'm calling it a night. So we've been streaming for what, 2.5 hours? Emerson, can you see the time?
It's 10:21 Eastern.
No, the countdown time.
Oh, yeah. 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 34 seconds.
Thank you, sir. I also need to finish printing parts because I changed what printer this was going on. So all the accents were originally green for the Trident to my back left. But I was like, bigger printer, more room for color. Ooh, ah. And then it was like, oh, this isn't going to match. So I started printing the parts 3 hours before the stream for all the accent parts. Oh. There are a few parts that I want to Manta MP8. I like the Manta MP8. I have it in the Trident behind me. And once I got it up and running, it was pretty good. The EBB, on the other hand, not so much. Not a fan of the EBB. Okay. Last one. I'll get my M3 by 30. Got it right there. 2. Yeah, I have on my V0s was a Seaboard kit. That's why I was cool with getting the all-wheel drive 300 or 350, 2 point, yeah, Trident. So I was happy with their plastic kit. I did have one issue. They worked with me, or it was like a known issue. Is one with the Audens they were using in the first batch, and they, as soon as I told them I was having an issue, they sent me out a replacement. With this kit, I was passed between Seabor support and Big Tree Tech support, and I'm pretty sure Big Tree Tech support kind of just gave up and was like, "We're going on vacation or holiday in 2 days, so we're setting up your replacement order," and just literally gave up. But they're sending out a replacement stealth burner toolhead board. Why is this so loud? All right. That got that. All right. 2 more M3 by 8s, and I'm good. I'm done and dandy. I have seen so many people in like live stream chats and stuff saying they have issues with CAN bus. I hate it.
Yeah, it's CAN bus is fucking terrible.
Oh, as soon
I,
as
I'm
Emerson says something, my mic
I'm
shuts off.
does it?
With you not saying anything for long periods of time, there's no audio coming through, so it
Oh, okay.
shuts off.
Yeah, I'm sure for those who can get it to work right, it works great. But to me, the general consensus is it's unreliable shit. And what's annoying is when you talk to people about it, people are like, well, CAN bus is used in everything. It's used in industrial scenarios and it's used in your vehicle, blah 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 blah. It's like, cool. I'm not saying CAN bus itself is a shit technology and doesn't work, because we use it in robotics for the middle school and high school. Works great. But no one's been able to get it reliable for 3D printers. They just haven't. And we're mostly relying on Big Tree Tech to offer us reliable CAN bus shit. So there you go.
Yeah, I have the Nighthawk stealth burner on my Trident, and almost 700 hours of printing, 0 issues. I mean, it's been reliable enough on my SV08, which has probably close to the same amount of hours, but I didn't have to set that up or anything. It was all pre-configured, pre-flashed. Honestly, like even with this, the box turtle kit supports either CAN bus or USB. Even though I'm putting it on a printer that has CAN bus set up, I will be using USB.
Yeah.
just because it's so much less headache. I'm pretty sure they have like a pre-flashed or a pre-compiled bin for this, so it wouldn't be really anything to set up. I honestly just want to set it up as USB. But holy cow, we have one, two. Let me set this up correctly. One, two, three, and 4 extruders done.
Nice.
Oh, old man, creaky legs. Oh, I really need to put a cushion on that chair because my ass is killing me. I need my drink. Toss that. Grab the mouse. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's it. That is all 4 extruders done. I like the setup so far. It's just been tedious because I've done 4 the same thing over and over and over. I think the next stream I'm going to do the frame. Oh, this is old because this is now built in. These parts, they just have removable supports. Let's look through the guide real quick, see how hard it's going to be or how easy it's going to be. No, this should be, frame should be quick. So I'll do the frame next stream and then start on, oh, why is that on page 24? Start on the respoolers. The respoolers are probably going to be one of the time consuming things. I'm pretty sure these are, like, I have printed gears, but they sent out nylon. Was it MJF nylon? Fancy. Oh, as soon as I move the I don't know if you guys can see the cat. But as soon as I moved the box, the tray, the cat went on his little bed. Yeah, I'm really excited to try these little motors out for the respooler. See, yeah, this is going to be, respoolers look like they're the most complex part of the build. Neato.
It's fucking
And
neckbeards.
then,
Fucking neckbeards.
oh god. And then the main assembly. Which is throwing everything together. Nice clean wiring setup. Mm,
You mother of fuck.
I want to see where they get to on the actual guide. RGB. Yeah, you even get your fancy flashing lights and everything. So each of the little box turtle icons light up and flash and whatnot, just like the AMS.
The fucking people.
Then this is the fun part. Adding everything to Klipper.
What a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, use a variable cut current. So increase the motor current so you don't lose steps while cutting your filament. That's smart. Removing plugin. I don't want to do that. All right, everybody. I am hungry. I need dinner. I'm actually really happy with the mic setup. Little happy face. Dude with an afro and a happy face. Been a very nice setup so far. I like the quality of them. For 65 bucks. Or just under 65 bucks. You get like a DJI type lavalier wireless mic setup. 63.56. Yeah. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm really happy with them. Oh, but I am sore. I've been sitting at this desk for about 13 hours now. So I'm going to hop off and get some dinner. You guys have a good night. And we will see you soon. If I can find out how to end the stream.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. There's a button.
It's somewhere.
Yeah. I'm usually not the one who does this. Have a good night.